friends, welcome to the Grade 7 Mathematics program. In today's lesson, we are going to consider the chapter Speed. The chapter Speed has been divided into two parts. So for today's lesson, we are going to consider the understanding of the terms speed and average speed, and also how to solve word problems involving speed or average speed. So if you look at this picture, what do you see? It is a speedometer. And what do we do with a speedometer? I'm sure you're going to tell me that we measure speed. But what is speed? Where do we use speed in real life? So let us consider some real-life examples of speed. If you look at the first picture, who do you see? This is the famous athlete, the fastest man in the world, Usain Bolt. He reached a top speed of 12.27 meters per second. The cheetah is the fastest animal on land. It can go up to 113 kilometers per hour. And this is the picture of a cyclone. During a cyclone warning class 4, we might have gusts of more than 120 kilometers per hour. So, if you have listened carefully, you must have realized that I have been talking about speed. What is speed? Speed is the distance traveled per unit of time. For example, I can say that I drove my car to work at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour, or you walk to school at a speed of 5 kilometers per hour. What does this represent? This means that in 1 hour, I have covered a distance of 70 kilometers, while you have covered a distance of 5 kilometers in 1 hour. So it is the distance covered per unit of time, that is, per 1 hour. Speed can be calculated using the given formula. Speed is, in fact, distance over time. Speed is usually measured in kilometers per hour, written either as kilometer per hour with a slash, or in this way. Speed can also be measured in meters per second, which can be written either as meters per second or in this way. Now, let us have a look at the term average speed. Average speed is defined as the total distance traveled divided by the total time taken. It does not take into account the different variations in speed. For example, while going to the market, I took half hour and covered a distance of 5 kilometers. The half hour also include the time that I have spent in the traffic. However, I will say that my average speed is 10 kilometers per hour. That is 5 divided by half. Average speed can also be given by the formula total distance traveled over total time taken. Note, we usually interchange these two terms, speed and average speed. Now, how do you find the average speed given distance and time? Let us consider an example. A man covers a distance of 20 kilometers in 4 hours. Find his average speed. So, the solution? In 4 hours, the man covers a distance of 20 kilometers. So in 1 hour, the man will cover a distance of 20 over 4 kilometers. That is 20 divided by 4, 5 kilometers. So we say that his average speed is 5 kilometers per hour. In short, we can use this triangle. So if I'm going to find speed, speed is d over t. Speed S stands for speed, D for distance, and T for time. So S is D over T. We consider a second example. A taxi driver covers a distance of 15 kilometers in 1.5 hours. Find his average speed. So we have a look at the solution. We have been given distance 15 kilometers, time 1.5 hours, and we need to find the average speed. So we are going to make use of the formula average speed equal to total distance traveled over total time taken. That is 15 kilometers divided by 1.5 hours, which gives us 10 kilometers per hour. So the average speed of the taxi driver will be 10 kilometers per hour. We now try to find distance given time and speed. Let us consider an example. Samira travels for 2 hours at an average speed of 65 kilometers per hour. What is the distance covered by Samira? The solution? So in 1 hour, Samira covers a distance of 65 kilometers. So in 2 hours, she will cover a distance of 65 times 2, that is 130 kilometers. So distance covered by Samira will be 130 kilometers. Alternatively, we could have used the triangle. That is, here I need to find distance. And distance will be S times T, speed times time. So time taken was 2 hours. Average speed was given as 65 kilometers per hour. And I need to find the distance, which is S times T. That is 65 times 2, which is 130 kilometers. We now consider finding time given speed and distance. So let us have a look at this example. Ryan rides his motorcycle at an average speed of 70 kilometers per hour and covers a distance of 105 kilometers. Find the time taken by Ryan to cover this distance. So we need to find time, and we have been given speed and distance. So the solution, 70 kilometers can be covered in 1 hour. So 1 kilometer will be covered in 1 over 70 hour. And I need to find for 105 kilometers how much time I'm going to take to cover the distance of 105 kilometers. So it's going to be 1 over 70 times 105 hours, which gives me 1.5 hours or 1.5 hours. So the time taken by Ryan to cover 105 kilometers is 1.5 hours. Again, alternatively, I could have used the triangle here. That is, I need to find time, and time will be given by distance over speed. So we were given the average speed as 70 kilometers per hour and the distance as 105 kilometers. So to find the time taken, it's going to be distance over speed, that is 105 over 70, which gives me 1.5 hours. So we have reached the end of this part, and we are going to summarize what we have learned today. So first of all, speed of an object is the distance traveled by this object per unit of time. The main thing to remember is that we need to consider per unit of time. It can be per hour, per second, or per minute. So the 3 triangles will help you to remember the different formulae. For example, for the first one, if I need to find speed, so I'm going to use S equal to D over T. In the next one, if I need to find distance, So distance will be given by speed times time, s times t. And finally, if I need to find time, time is given by distance over speed. These are some exercises for you to practice. And here are some IT links for you to get some additional understanding of the concept speed or to get some additional practice. So friends, we have reached the end of today's session on speed. We shall meet in the next video to continue on the second part of the chapter Speed. Thank you.